Blissful are the poor in pride, they have laid the striving aside. Humble, open, clear and bright, rich in counsel from the light. They do not have to push or prove, they rest within the breath that moves. For what they sought was always near, the kingdom rises bright and clear. Blissful are the ones who mourn, not as those forever torn. For even when the shadows press, they live from inner blessedness. Their tears become a holy stream, awakening what had seemed a dream. They find beneath the outer pain, the voice of breath speaks life again. The kingdom is within us, the light has always been, not far away above us, but rising from within. We turn and see the truth now, we remember who we are. Blissful in the breath of life, shining like a morning star. Blissful are the meek in thought, they do not live by what fear taught. The earth is theirs not by control, but by the peace within their sacred self. They walk in love, they speak with care, they feel the presence everywhere. No need to fight, no need to claim, they live as one within the flame. Blissful are the ones who thirst for righteousness that was here first, not earned by works, not bought by pain, but flowing like refreshing rain. Their heart awareness drinks the word, by single ear the truth is heard. They feast upon the living bread, by inward knowing they are led. The kingdom is within us, the light has always been, not far away above us, but rising from within. We turn and see the truth now, we remember who we are. Blissful in the breath of life, shining like a morning star. Blissful are the compassionate, they pour from love that will not quit. They do not measure wrong or right, they see through eyes of inner light. Nothing hidden, nothing sealed, for living truth has been revealed. They give the kindness breath has shown, and call each sacred self back home. Blissful are the pure in heart awareness, they see Elohim in holy clearness. Face to face, not far away, presence shining through the day. No harm within, no need to hide, no divided self inside. They live from that eternal place, where breath unveils the kingdom's face. This was not a lore of stone, this was not a distant throne, this was not a fearful sound, this was kingdom holy ground. Jesus spoke what breath had shown, the kingdom seed was fully sown. Not outside and not someday, the living way is here today. Blissful are the peaceful ones, called the mature expressions. They do not stir the world to strife, they breathe the calm of kingdom life. They yield the noise, they lead The kingdom is within us. The light has always been, not far away above us, but rising from within. We turn and see the truth now. We remember who we are, blissful in the breath of life, shining like a morning star. We are the salt, we are the light. We do not hide what shines so bright. The kingdom lives, the truth is clear. The voice of breath is speaking here. Blissful are we, awake within. The kingdom has always been. Oh, pure and undefiled, pure and undefiled. There is a love that holds us and keeps us reconciled. There is religion clear and true, holy, sacred, and pure, showing forth our walk, steady and sure, living in our life through and through. To all who know the difference true, it is not rules in a book for us to do, but a presence we cling to, the one life we always knew. Walking from our inner knowing, this pure religion we are showing, free in all creation, from bondage and groaning. Religion has two faces among people of all races, one that engenders only love, freely birthed from above. The other tends to corruption and a sense of separation. So let us ask the hard question, which one do we embrace? Is it the old, or is it compassion? Are we truly free to be, or are we bound by what we see? Our heart awareness will project what we plan or do reject. So let us listen from within, being bound by love, not sin. This pure religion, when issued forth, endures long, is patient and kind, always flowing, always glowing from our Christ awareness aligned. It never envies, never boils over, does not boast in empty glory. It is not haughty or conceited, not full of pride in its own story. It always walks in love's great stride, not seeking its own way, always steady, always present, consistent day by day. It never says I told you so, it never needs a show. It only rests in what it knows and lets the living river flow. Love never fades, love has no ending, though gifts may pass, being superseded. Love is complete, always needed. So let us be pliable to Father's will. Let the greater swallow what was in part. Let the anointing move through our heart awareness, anointings we held in love so dearly. has been, as heaven and earth are seen as one again. Religion has two faces among people of all races. One that engenders only love, freely birthed from above. The other tends to corruption and a sense of separation. So let us ask the hard question: which one do we embrace? Is it the old, or is it compassion? Now law and legalism surely did bind us, kept us from resting in the pure flow, caused misunderstanding in what we did not know, not viewing through the lens which Jesus did show, a perfect Father's love, causing us to grow. Pure religion in the knowing, bound by love as we inwardly sow. When I was a child, once very young, very confused, the truth had not sprung. But now that I have grown, I can see more clearly. The picture is different, I embrace it more dearly. No longer a religion so very corrupt, but pure religion did my life interrupt. I came to realize the plan for me was to be constrained by love, the love of who I always was. Not bound by fear, not bound by shame, not bound by systems or religious name, bound by love, held in the flow, pure and undefiled. Now I know, pure and undefiled, pure and undefiled. I found a love within me, and breath called me child. True supply is never seen. It is the invisible of our being. Supply is not food, clothing, or housing as such, but infinite omnipresence we do touch. So any place that we may go, let us always remember and know the I am Jesus spoke about. The bread, the water, and the wine is the same I am in us divine. It is the true supply of the inner essence of our life. All of our apparent needs have already been supplied. Father gave us all, nothing denied. We will not beg, demand, or ask. In I am present we relax, and all demonstration of itself comes from inside of true supply. Now to receive is to take unto ourselves of what is ours, that which is already given. True supply is in a living as we developed in consciousness. as well. True prayer never tries to influence, manipulate or use, or get a higher power to overcome what is considered lesser. But it is to realize there is only one, not two. Now affirmations are not used to get a thing, but only a reminder of truth which already is. Jesus said, seek the kingdom first, then all will unfold into your eyes. True supplies never cease. It is the invisible of our being. Supply is not food, clothing, or housing as such, but infinite omnipresence we do touch. So any place that we may go, let us always remember and know the I am Jesus spoke about. The bread, the water, and the wine is the same. I am in us divine. It is the true supply of the inner essence of our life. So name it, claim it, had no place. True supply will keep its pace, just as food comes naturally. True supply bears spontaneously. No forcing needed, just abide, focusing only on what's inside. What is faith but substance true? The invisible part of me and you. So why do we experience lack? Because of not knowing that true supply is spirit invisible. It is not tangibles that we hold. Supply is embodied in us, we're told. So if we desire fruit that remains, we must from seeking things refrain. True supply is never seen. True supply is never seen. Invisible of our being. Supply is not food, clothing, or housing as such, but infinite omnipresence we do touch. So any place that we may go, let us always remember and know the I am Jesus spoke about. The bread, the water, and the wine is the same. I am in us divine. It is the true supply of the inner essence of our life. We lack nothing. We lack nothing. We lack nothing. The book of Revelation, sign and symbol divine, revealing awareness in our conscious Christ mind, uncovering apocalyptic events from within, freeing from mistaken identity known as sin. It is not current events which we outwardly see, but the cataclysmic happenings in you and in me. As we look inside our life, we see the many-member man, Christ of eternal truth, upon which we do stand. So do not look at the book with natural eye, just see it by spirit, and you will be surprised. It will bubble up from the deep, where eternal truth is birthed, and you will see yourself as Christ in, and as your earth. In chapter 1 we see the realization of our one and only being, illuminating place we must yield to higher seeing. We are His coming as the clouds, showing forth His glorious appearing. In chapter 2, the 7 churches in all their glory full, purifying our own soul of all appearing dull. It points to our anointing centers too, opening what is closed or blocked, releasing, flowing through and through. In chapter 3 and 4 we see each church by name, all spoken to for purposes of the same, revealing a higher perspective, viewing life from Spirit's objective, a door of union, walking in the pure subjective. In chapter 5, a book within, a book of spirit, we look within. The Lion of Judah, beheld as a lamb, opens the book and looses the seals, causing us to show forth the Christ as us revealed. The 6th chapter shows 4 horses, with the white horse in the lead, the black of intellect, the red of emotions, and the pale of senses too, yielding to the Christ mind of the white horse through and through. The 7th chapter, a people of consciousness pure, a symbol of realization of what is complete and very sure. In chapter 8, the trumpet calls, the disruption of the old, releasing from old worn-out molds, destructive habits gone, and within a fresh new song. The book of Revelation, sign and symbol divine, revealing awareness in our conscious Christ mind, uncovering apocalyptic events from within, freeing from mistaken identity known as sin. It is not current events which we outwardly see, but the cataclysmic happenings in you and in me. As we look inside our life, we see the many-member man, Christ of eternal truth, upon which we do stand. So do not look at the book with natural eye, just see it by spirit, and you will be surprised. It will bubble up from the deep, where eternal truth is birthed, and you will see yourself as Christ in, and as your earth. In chapter 9, negativity resolved, thrown into the great abyss, deep-seated traditions of men, swallowed up by the fire, going up in smoke. The little book of chapter 10, tasting good to the soul, but bitter to the ego. That is what eternal truth is designed to do, to get rid of what we need not, and expressing what we always knew. 2 witnesses in chapter 11, the balance of love and wisdom too, releasing resurrection to experience truth. In chapter 12, the woman is our soul, appearing as a fight, but rest in true delight. The birthing of a man-child, the Christ of power and might, a beastly way to the tree of life, vitality, true alignment for sure, pure life expressed abundantly, a city now at rest. The book of Revelation, sign and symbol divine, revealing awareness in our conscious Christ mind. Will you walk through the door of Revelation 4? Ultimate opportunity awaits those who know that there is so much more. It's calling us up higher as we engage His holy fire, revealing the heavenly realm of eternal desire. There's a trumpet that is talking to usher in a new way of walking, where we rule from heaven's throne, the door within we've always known. The throne which we are is encased as a jasper and sardine stone, with the rainbow all around, encompassing what has always been true. He looks like an emerald green, full of life and outwardly seen, as we create a ruling in our heart, awareness throne. This jasper is a crystal, as a diamond pure and clear. The sardine is red, as our emotions clearly real. As a rainbow touches heaven and earth, we join our upper and our lower, as in giving birth. As the emerald green speaks of our breath and life divine. Now 5 stages of consciousness, known in olden days: the earth, the water, and the air, the fire and Christ mind of the way. They took the earth of lower thoughts, baptized them in the water of the truth, resulting in the air of taking no more thoughts of earthly kind. Then the fire of spirit life brought forth the purity of truth within, riding all mixture of earthly thoughts, releasing true subjective godliness. Will you walk through the door of Revelation 4? Ultimate opportunity awaits those who know that there is so much more. It's calling us up higher as we engage as holy fire, revealing the heavenly realm of eternal desire. There's a trumpet that is talking to usher in a new way of walk, where we rule from heaven's throne, the door within we've always known. Now round about the throne, 24 seats of rest, and elders mature, clothed in raiment of righteousness, crowns of gold upon their heads, 12 cranial nerves, it has been said, all involved in what is seen, ruling from the throne of their very being. Out of the throne proceeded lightnings, thunder and voices too. 7 lamps of fullness burning in our hearts through and through. These are the 7 spirits of fullness and maturity, all happening within as we yield in totality before the throne or sea of glass, like unto crystal very clear. The clarity of vision as all mixture has been removed. For living creatures full of eyes, perfection of perception realized. A people expressed as a lion, a calf, a man, and an eagle so high. All dimensions of kingdom living in the lovely here and now, not waiting for some future event, being taken or till we die, but immortal life as you and I. Will you walk through the door of revelation? For ultimate opportunity awaits those who know that there is so much more. It's calling us up higher as we engage as holy fire, revealing the heavenly realm of eternal desire. There's a trumpet that is talking to usher in a new way of walking, where we rule from heaven's throne, the door within we've always known. We are a praise in the earth, as a worship we have been birthed. We are a glory for His name's sake, for in His image and likeness He did us make. So let our life always bespeak words of life with no retreat. For who He made us is who we are, a people of praise and worship near and far. Now we can lift up our hands, still not fulfill our Father's plans. There's something greater in the land. It's realizing our one life so grand. A praise and worship in the earth, as sons and daughters we do birth. Worship is seeking and yielding to understanding, a lifestyle so appealing that a creation can see and grow, and their Father come to know in ever-increasing ways as onward they go. We can focus within our own life, lose all separation, and realize we're not to worship front line, the enemy scattered by the power divine. It actually made no common sense, but the power of praise was their defense. For when we know it's who we are, it rises within as the day starts. Paul and Silas in a jail cell did not look on appearances, but did dwell in the secret place and not in their hell. And they were set free by the power of drawing from their own well. The Hebrew boys in a furnace of fire, nothing anyone would desire, but they gave no power to the flames. With the fire they were one and the same. There was no trace when they came out, since praise and worship they were about. Jeremiah said that people were praised, not something they did, but a nature they raised. He said they were his glory of glory. Their life and purpose were his story. To praise is to tell the story. Knowing the truth is to remain. Worship is seeking spiritual knowledge to gain. It's not merely a raising of hands, but a lifting of our heart stands. Adoration for what was given, being a praise and a worship is kingdom living. We are a praise, we are a praise in the earth, in the earth. As a worship we have been birthed. Oh, we are a glory for his name's sake, for his name's sake. For in his image and likeness he did us make. So let our life always bespeak words of life with no retreat. For who he made us is who we are, a people of praise and worship near and far. People preach about a coming day where judgment comes their way, calling it a great white throne, where they must answer for every sin of what they've done and where they've been. But judgment means to decide, determine and decree that earthly thoughts must go and flee. We never stand before an angry God above. Spirit is our Father, Mother of only grace and love. The great white throne is our Christ mind in all, that cleanses death both great and small. The greatest carnal lie so tall, the small not walking in who we are. The books are opened, dogmas of men so wide, but there's another book of life inside. We either embrace or set aside. Our Father gave judgment of all judgment is that which we decide. What will we do with books of carnal lies? It's our decision every day that is truly judgment along life's way. Flesh and blood walks not in the divine. Carnal thoughts from the books we must decline. The great white throne is how we live, what we receive and how we give. People preach about a coming day where judgment comes their way, calling it a great white throne, where they must answer for every sin of what they've done and where they've been. But judgment means to decide, determine and to decree that every thoughts must go and flee. We never stand before an angry God above. Spirit is our Father, Mother of only grace and love. So do we fear a great white throne, or do we realize it's what was known? In heart awareness how we've grown, instead of outer books from the judgment zone. The one we know has given life, written within us with no strife. The living truth conceived within, quickened, formed and birthed again. So let us draw from the well that's deep inside, where we abide, contemplate and meditate, and leave the books, don't hesitate. The books speak of carnality, having no truth or reality, legalism and divine mind, never bearing fruit of any kind, just fleshly carnal outside grind. Now 1,000 years is not literal, but unspecified cycles of living from letter, where lower thinking must cease, but then seem to increase. A fluctuation between what is truth does come, until cast into the lake and does not succumb. These are the workings in the soul, as we learn how to yield naturally as we go onward. People preach about a coming day where judgment comes their way, calling it a great white throne, where they must answer for every sin of what they've done and where they've been. But judgment means to decide, determine and decree that earthly thoughts must go and flee. We never stand before an angry God above. Spirit is our Father, Mother of only grace and love. Here is no judgment zone here. In a moment, in the twinkling, not the batting or blinking, but a twinkling from an upward sweep of truth. While full glory we do hear birth. This truth awareness is the Christ nature appearing as us, not someday or sometime nearing, but right here in earth today, expressing Christ as our way. Jesus prayed, we join heaven and earth together as one. Not tomorrow, but today. We've been caught up in spirit, seized by truth which penetrates, causing in our eye to twinkle, knowing we are spotless, with no blemish nor any wrinkle, in perfect image and full likeness. Now this very hour we are walking in the heavens, while on earth for all to see, sounding forth the trumpet clearly to all, showing who they be. There are cities set upon a hill, drawing only from one will, experiencing full salvation of highest elevation. Now the seventh trump is sounding, clear truth going forth, bringing the marriage in the land which eternal truth has planned, the joining of heaven and of earth. A man-child now is surely birthed. What is this trumpet clearly declaring, and with singleness resounding? It's revealing a done deal of what always did appeal to those who are groaning still. This sound declares one spirit will, always one and never dual, no separation, just oneness through and through. As corrupt thinking is changed to incorrupt, we lose the sense of mortality and see our immortality. All death has been swallowed up, there is no sting or power abrupt. The grave has nothing left to offer those who know the truth as they grow. In a moment, in the twinkling, not the batting or blinking, but a twinkling from an upward sweep of truth. While full glory we do hear birth. This truth awareness is the Christ nature appearing as us, not someday or sometime nearing, but right here in earth today, expressing Christ as our way. Jesus prayed, we join heaven and earth together as one. Not tomorrow, but today. So let's awake to righteousness and not sin consciousness, knowing life personified, deep peace and rest realized. For in that no death can materialize. We're not a house made with hands, eternal in the heavens we do stand, clothed with light and life. We were brought forth for this very reason, to know we have been given light bodies, not of death, but pure light, as every cell is living. That's what in a moment means. We were made exempt from every kind of death, which appearances cannot us beset. So let's be absent from the body and present as the Lord, not at home in the body, and and time nearing. But right here in earth today, expressing Christ as our way, Jesus prayed, we join heaven and earth together as one. Not tomorrow, but today. It's been said we came here in Adam as a sinner and of a lesser stratum. But can we see ourselves as one being from before time was ever seen? Never separate or ever apart, joined in spirit, body and heart. Spirit formed in visibility, never a part of divisibility. So Father Spirit, as our spirit does go, Spirit as our soul does flow, we are the body we never knew. As in the kingdom our awareness does still grow. Eternally one, eternally one, eternally one. There was a man named Saul, once deceived. From spirit within he would not receive. For 3 days he found himself as blind, that he might come into his right mind. We now know this man as Paul, who in his own right stood very tall, never ashamed of what he saw, but boldly spoke of what he knew of all. Then there was Jonah, a man of old, who seemed fashioned from a different mold. He was swallowed by a whale fully whole. It was a whale of a tale, we were told. He found himself in the belly of hell because he wouldn't draw from his own well. Spent 3 days and nights alone until he yielded all his own stuff to the throne. Then there was Peter in a crisis of life, who wouldn't release all his mortal strife. He even denied his purpose in life. He trusted in a sense of separation and a false alienation, but eventually came back to his center, and in his heart soon did again enter. Through many stories of olden days, we see how the ancients lived in various ways. They lived and walked in what they believed, as their true oneness was received, by showing us a picture of how we were conceived. Now we are told to be all things to all men, speak to them of their oneness as we begin, reconciling what was torn apart in their heart. We must remind them of their clear start, that they were never separate or apart, but brought here upright and always one. Now our highest mission, mandate and vision is tied to Father's total decision. Nothing can divide nor negate what is joined, no one can debate. For the life of spirit that we are draws a people together from near and far, to listen to those who their oneness declare, through their love, compassion and their care. It's been said we came here in Adam as a sinner and of a lesser stratum. But can we see ourselves as one being from before time was ever seen? Never separate must I still grow? Eternally one, eternally one, eternally one, eternally one. How do we see? How do we see with two eyes or one? From the eternal unseen dew shall gleam, not by temporal natural means. Do we know the difference in our eyes? One of duality, the other past disguise. Where is our focus? What do we see? For it will be what we see it to be. So let's be clear on how we see, moving beyond as on single eye we agree. A servant of Elisha, afraid of enemies of war, Elisha prayed his eye become an open door. He saw the mountains filled with horses, chariots of fire surrounding all. But truth be told, they were always there. He just couldn't see with his two eyes, or of non-appearance realize, until by spirit he saw by single eye, as the invisible surely did supply. There was Hagar in the wilderness, overtaken by fear and grief. For her son, her eye was open. She saw a well with great relief. The well was there all along, but her two eyes saw it wrong. Until her eye of spirit saw she could not behold. Her fear and grief was vanished, a spirit freely showed. On the road of Emmaus, two disciples could not recognize Jesus walking close beside them, until bread was broken and fed. Suddenly their single eye and they did behold. Their hearts within did burn as from Jesus truth was told. But it took the single eye to see and know. How do we see with two or one? From the eternal unseen dew shall gleam, not by temporal natural means. Do we know the difference in our eyes? One of duality, the other past disguise. Where is our focus? What do we see? For it will be what we see it to be. So let's be clear on how we see, moving beyond as on single eye we agree. Paul prayed for the church to see, that their eye would perceive reality opened in that hour, beholding their inheritance and their power. From his prayer we also see by our one eye, knowing truth, never letting it go by. Through the Bible the single eye does not try to gather things, for it sees all has been given in the form of the invisible. All is finished, all is done, with one eye seeing. Does it come materializing? Once clearly seen by faith and knowing, we see our I am, our single eye views. I am health and I am wealth. I am all things of kingdom life, for only by our single eye be, moving beyond as on single eye we agree. We never had to pray a magical prayer to get from here to over there. Though they told us that we did, truth from them was clearly hid. They could not see that before time we were chosen, no steps to climb, created, formed, begotten from above, realizing we were accepted as love. We passed through realms of mixture, not receiving a perfect picture. Saw through a glass darkly yet sincerely, full truth not seen very clearly. We did not know we always were, being as spirit was still a blur, until we knew and could concur. We heard it said we must enter most holy, not understanding and speaking boldly, that we came here complete and finished, nothing to get, add or diminish, whole and as sons in the earth, nothing broken or missing at birth. What was erroneously sown made us forget. Religious lies caused work, toil and sweat. Then grace brought release from all fleshly doing. We saw our position through objective viewing, knowing His love was always wooing, causing revelation of which we're agreeing. So would love let another's fall take us down, as though upon us love did frown. All that Adam's consequence cause us to reap. No way, love's very nature did us keep from being affected in a negative way. Salvation was always eternal and for today. Grace was there for those of old. Noah found it in the eyes of the Lord. We're told he trusted and rested in what he knew. Now the allegory of Noah and his ape which escaped was a flood of truth, removing all lies to negate, of which we too can relate. We never had to pray a magical prayer to get from here to over there. Though they told us that we did, truth from them was clearly hid. They could not see that before time we were chosen, no steps to climb, created, formed, begotten from above, realizing we were accepted as love. So what we must see is who we be, from before time and always as we, never apart, not for 1 second. Deep in our heart is where we do reckon it, never forsaken or leaving us ever. Impossible from us to ever sever. Truth that is truth is always eternal, forever was, is, and shall be eternal. So why do we question the love which we are? Since all is eternal, why question the weight? Religion confused us, causing debate, giving rules, regulations, and steps to relate. So let us remember our origin, realizing our state. Since now there's nothing left to do, no steps to enter what's always been true. We never had to pray a magical prayer to get from here to over there. Though they told us that we did, truth from them was clearly hid. They could not see that before time. We were chosen, no steps to climb. Created, formed, begotten from above. Realizing we were accepted as love.